Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brother Fisher Field in Ron Calcagno Stadium here at the southwest corner of the St. Francis campus. I'm Paul Cunningham, joined tonight for the first time by my good friend and former Ewald High School quarterback, Jim Carpinetti, back when there was an Ewald High School, for tonight's game between the Palma Chieftains and the St. Francis Lancers. We're just about to get underway here as Palma will be kicking off to the Lancers. Deep to receive for St. Francis is number 31. That is Alexander Endragetto, and also number 4, Landon Beatty. To kick off, Miguel Mendez will do the honors for Palma. The Lancers coming off a victory over Oak Grove last week. It's a short pooch kick. Coming up to take it is Endragetto, and now he's going to try to get around the right side. Looks for a hole, has a hole, and then is tripped up and brought down at the 34-yard line as Endragetto came sprinting up to try to get that soft, short kick. We'll take another look at it, Carp. Endragetto just taking it up there. That was very insightful, Jim. Good job.
It
good
looked
start.
like number 3
31.
For 31.
Oh, 3 for
Palma made the tackle,
initial
contact.
That would be Justin Nobita Lagramos. So the Lancers break it out. They'll come out at an I formation. Ryan Johnson, the quarterback. Johnson on the give straight up the middle. And a minimum amount of yardage gained by Endragetto. Alexander
Tackled
Endragetto.
by number 32 for Palma is Meeks. Jimmy Meeks made the tackle.
So Greg Calcagno, the big story of the offseason for St. Francis, coming in to become the head coach. This is his first home game as head coach of St. Francis. He played here back in the 1980s, played for his dad, Ron Calcagno, whom the stadium is named for. Johnson under center, gives again to Endragetto. He tries to kick it to the outside, needs a block, gets a pretty good block, gets out over the 45, out close to the 46, should be a first down as Endragetto looked like he was going to come up the middle and then cut it to the outside. Another look, Carp. See Endragetto just with a little juke move, looking for a block from his wide receiver, Bryson Carbonell.
Looked like number 4 got it on the tackle.
All right.
That's Vargas, Christopher Vargas.
The Lancers quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They're at the 44-yard line, almost the 45. Johnson again. Steady diet of Alexander Endragetto, and Endragetto
36 was the tackler. Cuff it.
So another look at it. You'll see Endragetto bring it up the middle, and he is brought down and correct.
Number 36, Cuffett.
Good job. Joseph Koffelt on the tackle. So the Lancers bring it up to the line of scrimmage again. Spread out to the right is Bryson Carbonell. We have not seen a pass yet, and now we will. Pass to the outside, caught there by number 81, Trillion Hebert. So Trillion Hebert with the catch, a nice pass by Ryan Johnson. Pushes the Lancers into Palma territory, where they will set up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Better look at it here. Nice pass, just hits him in the flat. Johnson brings him up. 2 wings to the left. It's going to be a pitch to Endragetto. He's got some room, and he is brought down after he crosses the 35 and gets down close to the 31-yard line. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Another look. The pitch out to Andrighetto. And you see he outran our camera. He was so quick on that play.
Number 78, Papalosio, made a nice block on that sweep.
Good job by Papalosio. So I formation again for the Lancers. Receiver left, receiver right. Back to their standard formation. A late give up the middle and nothing doing as the Chieftains sniffed that one out right away, and Andrighetto has stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards. Another look at it here, Jim.
Yeah, I don't think Chieftains didn't bite on that.
No, and it looks like he almost ran into his own blocker too and kind of lost his balance and went down. It'll be a third down. We'll say a long 4 yards here. First third down the Lancers have had. High formation again. The give to Andrighetto. He tries to get to the outside. He's got the first down and more as he gets down close to the 25-yard line. Looks like it'll actually be put at the 26-yard line. Another look there as you see Andrighetto reading his blocking perfectly and then cutting up right when he needed to. Breaks one tackle.
Nice second effort.
Yeah, very nice second effort on that. Kind of like when you used to run, Carp. Back in your AWOL days.
Back in those days, yeah. I ran for my life.
But you were running for your life. I was going to say, that was out of panic, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Not that you didn't have a good offensive line. Johnson under center. He gives quickly to the fullback up the middle. And Casares pushes himself ahead for maybe a yard. Actually, they're going to give him 2. It'll be a second down and 8 for the Lancers. Another look at it. It was a very quick handoff. Almost an afterthought handoff to Casares. Good job by the Chieftains to pick up on that quick handoff and get the tackle right away. Same formation again. 7:45 to go here in the first quarter.
Offside, they jumped offside.
Yes, he
Chieftains
did.
Getting a little anxious.
Now early in the game, adrenaline's still running. Well, this is getting very eerily similar to how Ron Calcanio used to run the offense here at St. Francis, where their whole goal was to run at least 8 minutes off a clock before scoring a touchdown. And the Lancers have run almost 5 minutes off the clock here, and they're down to the 20-yard line of the Chieftains. Andrighetto in trouble now. This, nice job by the Chieftains on that play to sniff it out.
Might have gained a half a yard.
They've been running Andrighetto a lot to that right side. Here's another look at it, and this time the Chieftains just stacked it up. Andrighetto wanted to cut it back, but good pursuit by the Chieftains also. And the Lancers, as Jim Carpenetti pointed out, got maybe half a yard there. It'll be third down, and we'll say 3. Long huddle this time by the Lancers. Come out of the same formation. Johnson to Andrighetto. Andrighetto tries to file some blocks. He's close to the first down.
I don't think he made it.
Going to mark it at the 22. And it will be fourth down. Good call, Carp. He did not get it. He's short by about a yard. Let's see if they go for the field goal here. They're right in the middle of the field, and it looks like they are bringing out the kick team. And they will go for the field goal. Let's see who the kicker is here for the Lancers. It's number 34. That is Patrick Fordham. Looking at a 40-yard attempt. Snap, spot, kick is up. The kick is a good. A line drive right through the middle of the uprights. And the Lancers go ahead and take the lead 3-0. 5:55 to go here in the opening quarter. St. Francis 3, Palma 0. Back deep to receive for Palma are Christopher Vargas and Dalton DeVolis. Fordham to kick for the Lancers. Tip is a good high deep kick, driving him back into the end zone, and that is an automatic touchback in high school football. So Fordham showing he's a good weapon for the Lancers, putting that into the end zone and stopping any type of a return by the Chieftains. So Palma will set up 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They huddle up on the sideline with the first play, and we'll take it in from there. And it looks like they're short one player. The clock is ticking. We don't want to see him get called for too much time, but the huddle does break. Mitchell Kidd is the quarterback for Palma. He will set up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right. Looks, throws towards center, almost, it is caught by the Chieftains. It looked like it was almost going to be intercepted, but is a completion to number 30, and that is Brian Banuelos. So Mitchell Kidd, another look at it.
It's a nice pass protection on the line. The guy threw the ball right on the dot. Nice play.
Pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for Palma. This time they split out the receivers to the left, bring the tight end in motion over to the right side. As Banuelos under center. The give to the halfback, number 27. That's Brandon Oliveras. And Oliveras maybe gets a yard. We'll call it 3rd down and a long one. So a big 3rd down here for Palma.
They run out of didn't run out of the shotgun that time. They're back into the shotgun now. Excuse me, they're up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're back in the I formation now. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. The give again. And nothing doing. I don't think he got the 1st down there, as Oliveras was stacked up. Another look at it. Good penetration.
They didn't fool anybody.
No.
St. Francis they're going to be tough to run up the middle, it looks like.
Well, Lancers at Great Calcaño says they want to try to have good defense, and they're coming out showing that right now. A punting situation with a 4th and 1 for the Chieftains. Alexander Andrighetto deep to receive for the Lancers. Kick is high, not very deep. It's going to hit at about the 45 and take a Lancer hop. Chieftains with a nice volleyball set, send it back deeper into Lancer territory, but the officials will bring it back up to where he touched it, which was at the 49-yard line, where the Lancers will set up 1st and 10. There is a flag down in the backfield. We'll see who the penalty was against. Referee speaking with the official, and he's looking as if he's going to march it off against St. Francis. If it's against St. Francis, it'll be a 1st down, and it is against the Lancers, and it's a big penalty. I didn't see it on 15 yards. They must have roughed the punter from where the flag was. So Palma will stay out on the field as they get the 1st down on the big penalty against the Lancers. Mitchell Kidd brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Mitchell fake to Oliveros. He's in trouble, tries to break away, almost tackled behind the line, and this time is, as the Lancers came in swarming on him, but tremendous pressure by number 5, John Powers, who came from his outside position and came flying around the corner. Another look at it, Carp.
It was a play action. Number 5 just came loose. Nobody touched him. He didn't have a chance. Slipped the tackle, but he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, completely altered the play and allowed the defense to come up on him. So it'll be second down and 13. Out of the shotgun formation now is Kidd. Kidd with the give to Benuelos. Excuse me, Oliveros, Brandon Oliveros. And Oliveros picks up some excellent yardage. Another look at it.
Well, I thought they stopped him at the line, but they never touched him till he got to the almost to the where he stopped him.
Big hole
On
for
a hole, yeah. It was a beautiful, beautiful run.
So third down and a long yard for Palma. The Lancers play a very tight defense, thinking run all the way. There's only one receiver to the right. The Lancers come charging through the line, and they plug it up again. As the Lancers completely played for the run, it's a loss of yardage on the play. It'll bring up a fourth down and 2, and Palma will look to punt again. There's another look at it, and you see the Lancers just came swarming in.
They had no chance. You'd think they would maybe call an audible. Got them all up at the line.
Miguel Mendez to punt. Alexander Andrighetto. Let's see if the Lancers can keep from being penalized on this one. High snap that is brought down by the punter. A punt across the middle, going away from Andrighetto, hits at the 20 and dies right around the 21, where it is down by the Chieftains, and the Lancers will set up first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. The Lancers come back out on the field on offense. So the Lancer defense looking pretty good so far,
They
Jim.
are very good. Palma caught a break on that last punt because they didn't send anybody, and the center snapped it high.
Yeah. Lancers come out in their standard I formation. Andrighetto is the tailback. Johnson under center. Johnson with the give to Andrighetto. Andrighetto right up the middle. He's swarmed over by a host of Chieftains. And will pick up a couple of yards, getting out close to the 23, 24-yard line, we'll say.
Both defenses seem to be pretty good against the run up the middle.
Pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. 1 minute to go now here in the opening quarter. Johnson brings him up. Give to Andrighetto again on a long handoff, and Andrighetto gets out over the 25-yard line out to the 27. Pickup of another 3 yards. It'll be third down and 4.
It's a hard runner. He gives a lot of second effort.
28 seconds to go. The Lancers can actually run the quarter out now if they want to. $12 seconds to go. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage, though, as if they want to try to get this play off. Johnson under center, and whistles blow. And illegal procedure. The Lancers rushed a little too much. It might have been better served if they had just stayed in the huddle and allowed the clock to run out on the quarter. So that 5 yards is going to cost them and make it a third down and 9. This will be the last play of the quarter, 3.8 seconds to go. There seems to be a little confusion on the play being called as it's being relayed into Johnson from head coach Greg Calcagno. Lancers a little confused in the formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And a flag from way back, and it's going to be too much time, delay of game against the Lancers. And it'll back up another 5 yards. It was taking them some time to get the play called. And then there was some confusion in the formation that they came out in. They tried to hustle to get back into formation, and they flat ran out of time. So they will go from a 3rd and 4 back to a 3rd and 14 now on consecutive 5-yard penalties. And are now backed up to their own 16-yard line. Johnson to throw, has time, now looks to run. Scrambles, who's right, still looks downfield, throws across the middle. It is tipped and it falls incomplete, almost intercepted when the receiver tipped it. But it falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down. Another look at it. See him scrambled to his right, tried to throw back.
A little bit too high. I think he
hit.
got caught between running and passing.
He did. And got caught trying to get it to Bryson Carbonell. And Carbonell tipped it and almost became a tip drill type of an interception for the Chieftains, but it didn't. But that ends the first quarter of play. One in the books, the Lancers in the lead, 3-0.
As a busy mom of 3 kids, I find it extremely convenient to access My Health Online. My Health Online's messaging service allows me to keep in close contact with our doctor.
Being able to email the doctor with questions gave us assurance that they do take an interest in the patients. That's why we've been with PAN for more than 10 years and keep adding members, the newest member.
Trillian Hebert is deep to punt for St. Francis, lining up at about his own 3-yard line. And a return it is Christopher Vargas for the Palma Chieftains. Snap, the kick is away. A nice end-over-end punt that drives him back. A fumble on the ball, and then he is swarmed over as Vargas tried to field it and bobbled it for a second. That gave the Lancers a chance to get back on him, and it's going to push him back to the 37-yard line. Another look at it.
He bobbled it on the, he misjudged it and had to back up. Barely picked it up. In fact,
that was great distance for an end-over-end kick.
Boy, it certainly was.
So the Chieftains out on the field. A quick
Back
visit
of the
by
shotgun.
Kaselica. And we'll see if he backs up into the shotgun. No, he stays under center. Kidd under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, single back behind him. He will give to the back, searching for a hole. Oliveras gets out close to the 40-yard line. And that's exactly where they're going to put it. Pickup of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Another look at it.
They're not going to get much going doing that. I don't know if they're trying to set up pass later because there's not much up the middle.
Well, it's almost like they're trying to spread the defense out in order to run, and it's still not working terribly well for them. Now from the shotgun is Kidd. Kidd looking to his left, throwing to his lefty, and he completes it to number 6. That's Ryan Scarr. Ryan Scarr has the first down. It almost looked like the tight end on the left side moved a little early, but there were no flags on it. Another look at it. I don't know if we can see it. See, it looked like he just moved a little quick, but could be the rest of the line was slow. First and 10. Again from the shotgun. Kidd has time. Throws over the middle again. Almost a heck of a catch by Ryan Scarr. He went up to try to one-handed. Good defense down there by the Lancers, by Alexander Andrighetto. Andrighetto doing a great job on both sides of the ball. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Another look at it.
They did a good job. Palm did a good job blocking number 5 Powers coming up on rushing the passer. It looks like they're trying to double team him.
And Powers has that one rush that hurt them on the last series of downs that they had. Kid to Oliveras. Oliveras is hit in the backfield and then spins his way up to pick up some positive yardage. Gets to midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3rd down and 9. Another look at it. Good penetration.
Yeah, nice move on the line.
I think that was number 64, Brandon Ratuda. 3rd down and 9 out of the shotgun is Kidd. 3 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. He looks to his right. He throws to his right deep downfield, looking for a man, and just overthrows him. Good coverage by the Lancers. All 3 receivers were covered over there. And Kidd had to try to loft it over one of the Lancer defenders to get it to his intended receiver, Ryan Scarr. It goes over his head, out of bounds, incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 10. So Miguel Mendez out to punt it away for the Chieftains. Deep to receive, Alexander Andrighetto. And he'll be joined back there by Landon Beatty, number 4. So 2 men deep now for St. Francis, hoping to get a return here. Punt is away. It's a high punt, but not very much yardage at all. Hits at the 36, and then we'll go inside down to the 33. So a pickup of maybe about 17 yards on the punt. Not a very good punt at all. And it'll give the Lancers good field position. They'll set up their own 33-yard line.
First and 10, St. Francis on the 33-yard line.
Kind of punt the mailman would have punted.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It would have had height, but
no girth.
No stamina.
No stamina, no distance. Now some confusion again by the Lancers with regards to who's on the field, who's not on the field. They need their fullback. Quickly under center goes Johnson. The give to Andrighetto. Andrighetto pushes forward for some positive yardage, gets out over the 35-yard line before he stopped. The initial mark, it looks like they're going to put it at the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Another look.
Both runners are running hard. They're doing a lot of second effort, getting that extra couple yards.
Second down, and we'll call it 6 now. It looks 6 or 7.
I'd say closer to 7.
Yeah, me too. The give again to Andrighetto. He tries to kick it to the outside, and he does it. He gets out close to the 1st down.
Very nice run.
Andrighetto very good at reading his blocks and cutting back across the grain to get extra yardage. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but not by much. It'll be 3rd and 1. He almost comes to that 2-foot jump stop, and then assesses the situation and then cuts left or right depending on where the opening is.
And he runs bent over. He doesn't run straight up and down.
Right.
He's hard to tackle.
Hard for the defense to find too behind that offensive line. Andrighetto again. He goes out over his right guard, right tackle.
He's their workhorse.
Gets the 1st down. He sure is a workhorse. Gets out to the 47. Another look at it, Jim.
I missed. Somebody made a nice block, but I didn't get the number. It went so fast.
But as you point out, he does a great. He stays low.
Stays low. He's hard to wrap up.
Gets his momentum going forward. He is tough to stop. The Lancers out to the 48-yard line. Johnson under center. Andrighetto again. This time he is met in the backfield. And went to the well maybe once too often on that side. They're going to give him a generous spot that he got back to the line of scrimmage. Not sure he did.
No, I thought he got taken for a loss.
It's going to be a 2nd down and 10. Johnson looks to throw, throws down over the middle and almost
intercepted.
In and out of the hands of the defender. That was number 28, Casey Corey. So the Lancers not throwing the ball very often, and almost an interception there.
Yeah, he was almost double covered.
Yeah, no, that he was definitely thrown into coverage, into heavy coverage, and it was going to take a perfect pass to hit his man. Now they come with split backs here on the 3rd down and 10. Johnson rolls to his right, throws back to the left on a screen to Andrighetto. Andrighetto trying to get yardage. He gets out down into Chieftain territory. They're going to mark it right around the 44-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Let her look at it. Andrighetto again with some good moves.
He fooled him on the play. 85 made a nice recovery to make the tackle.
It was a blind screen out there. He had no blockers out there with him. They were bringing everybody to the right, and he was out there all by himself. They are going to punt it away here on 4th down and try to pin the Chieftains deep. There's 6:32 to go in the half. Punt is kind of pooch. There's nobody real
back.
deep. They're going to let it roll into the end zone for the touchback. Smart move by the Chieftains. And that'll bring it out to the 20-yard line where Palma will set it up. 6:20 now to go in the first half of play. I'd like to thank the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, a Sutter Health affiliate, for their continued support of high school athletics here on KMVT. Chieftains come out. Mitchell Kidd will be coming out of the shotgun formation. One receiver right, one receiver left. Couple of tight ends, and he gives up the middle to Oliveras. So even out of the shotgun with double tight end, you almost have to think they're going to run it, and they do run it. Pick up a couple, 2nd down and 8.
Pick up 2 yards on the carry, 2nd and 8. Ball at the 22-yard line.
Both teams seem a little slow getting the plays in.
Yeah, I agree. Kidd again from the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Now he runs the option, pitches it out to Oliveras. Oliveras, again, not much. There's a flag down. We'll see what that's all about. It was a late flag. They're going to say an illegal block. Another look at it.
2nd down. 8 yards to go. A penalty flag.
Great job by the Lancer defense to stay with him as he rolled to the right.
Looks like he might have tried to get him at the knees, chop block.
Yeah, and that's what the call was.
It is declined.
The Lancers decline the penalty and will make it a 3rd down and 8 or 9. We'll say 9. Ball's at the 21. That would be 9. 5:20 to go here in the half. So the Lancers, if they can get a stop here, will have time for one more drive here in the first half. Kidd out of the shotgun, joined by Oliveras to his left. 3 receivers all to the left. Rolling to his left. Now he wants to run. The Lancers come up and push him out of bounds with a hard hit, and Kidd got some positive yardage, but he paid for it.
That was a run all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Let her look at it.
He never intended to pass.
Took a good hit as he got out of bounds. It'll be a 4th down, 4th and 7 in a punting situation.
That'll make mothers rethink about letting their kids play football.
Andrighetto and Beatty are deep to receive for the Lancers. They're right around midfield, so the Lancers will have a short field to work with. The punt is high again, a little deeper than his last one, but not by a lot. The ball hits at the 40 and then goes back towards Chieftain territory and gives the Lancers better field position. They'll actually set up shop on the Palma 34-yard line. 4:11 to go here in the half. They're almost in field goal range for their kicker. Patrick Fordham, a good kicker. He's already hit a 40-yard one. They only need to get about 14 yards to get him back to that very same position. Actually, it was a 37-yard one he hit on his first one. To give to the new running back on the outside, looking for positive yardage. That's number 10, Devin Hurtado. And Hurtado gets a big cheer from the crowd as he rushes the ball down about 7 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 3. Let her look at it. Hurtado is 6'2", 200-pound junior.
Well, they don't miss a beat bringing a new running back. Gain some yardage.
And he will stay in. The give to Hurtado again, and Hurtado fights for yardage, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll make it a 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hurtado more of a straight up and down runner.
Yes, yeah. I know the same thing.
And at 6'2", it's a big target for the defense if you're going to run up and down. Give to Hurtado again. He looks to get to the outside. He has the 1st down and more. Hurtado down to the 22.
Different style, same result.
Another look, look at it. Strong runner,
Strong runner, yeah. He just keeps pulling them with him.
Hurtado stays in, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Andrighetto. He was out to return the last punt, and now maybe they're just giving him a rest. Taking a look at some of the other talent they have. There's no fullback now. They've got 2 receivers to the left with the tight end. Now they're going to try to get Hurtado outside. Hurtado just needs to break through that hole. It closed on him, but he picked up some positive yardage, got down to the 17-yard line.
I think he's a little quicker getting it. Hits that hole a little quicker.
And maybe even a little stronger.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think he's a little stronger runner.
There's the look, and you'll see him. He's got big legs on him. He's a strong runner. Got hit from behind there and brought down. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Lancers. The pitch again out to Hurtado. Now he lowers the shoulder and can't get past that, Chieftain. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring a 3rd down and 4. Another look. Nope. There he is. Man down, the man who made the tackle is down on the field.
Still down on the field.
So we'll take a break in the action as the trainers are out. 2:15 to go in the half. 3-0 St. Francis. Back here with action was Adrian Valdez, who was injured for the Chieftains. He's okay now. Shot of Davis Sorio, longtime equipment manager here in his golf cart. No, that was not an errant golf shot that he hit and ended up over on the track. He's a much better golfer than that. The Lancers will set up at the 16-yard line. 3rd down and 4. The pitch, Andrighetto back into the ball game, and Andrighetto gets inside the 15-yard line. They're going to put it at the 13, so it'll be a 4th down and 2. See if the Lancers will go for the field goal or not. The ball is in the middle of the field, and there seems to be some indecision. The Lancers may need to take a timeout here as they've got to make a decision, and there's some discombobulation at the moment on the Lancer sidelines.
They got Gerardo and Andrew Getty in the backfield.
They do. And they've got to hurry up because they're going to get penalized for too much time. And now they do finally take the time out. So a break in the action. 1:20 to go here in the first half. It is still Lancers 3, Chieftains nothing. Shot of the down marker. Excuse me, not the down marker. That's the line of scrimmage. They are going to go for the field goal. Fordham out for the kick. Snap spot. Kick is up. The kick is good. And Fordham hits another one. And that was about a 30-yard field goal and makes it a 6-0 St. Francis lead. So yet another break in the action. 1:15 to go in the half. 6-0 St. Francis. Shot of the moon here tonight at Ron Calcagno Stadium. The Lancers with a 6-0 lead behind the tutelage of Greg Calcagno, the son of Ron Calcagno. Fordham to kick. Deep to receive are Davolos and Vargas for Palma. High end over end kick back into the end zone for a touchback. Christopher Vargas wanted to return it. He was just barely into the end zone, but that's all it takes. Just barely being in there, kind of like horseshoes and hand grenades.
He doesn't agree with the call, but his back foot was in the end zone.
It was. And he's not going to win that call.
No.
Even though he's a senior in high school.
He could be right. He still would win the call.
That's right.
That
So there it is.
Yeah. It's futile. It's futile to argue with him.
Mitchell Kidd brings him out. He'll come out in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and he's got Oliveras in the backfield with him. Kidd with the give to Oliveras. Oliveras trying to get to the outside, and he is swarmed over. And not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage. He's caught behind the line. Great defensive speed by the Lancers here tonight. Another
Very
look
good.
at it.
It looked like he was going to break it, and then they got a.
I thought he was actually going to get outside.
Yeah, I did too, and they made nice recovery on the defense.
He just got pounced on by number 7, Holden Mackey. 35 seconds to go. The clock is running. Kidd under center. They don't want to turn the ball over here. Could very well be a handoff to Oliveras. He doesn't. He's going to throw it. He's scrambling to his right, looking downfield. Can't see anybody and throws. We'll see if it's complete. And they're going to say, yes, it is complete. That's to Ryan Scarr, I believe. So Scarr picks up some yardage for him. Looks like they'll pick up about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 6. With 20 seconds to go, Palma, I believe, has all of their timeouts. They do. As Scarr went out of bounds to stop the clock. And now they want to talk about it, so Palma will call a timeout. A break in the action, 20.4 seconds to go in the half. 6-0 Lancers. So both teams back on the field. Look at the snack bar there. There's a good crowd here tonight. The officials are not ready, though. They're conferring, maybe marking down how many timeouts are. You see them there in the center of your screen. Both teams are ready. The Lancers hoping to put a stop here and then call a quick timeout and then run a play and try to get in field goal position again, as they've found a weakness in the punting game for Palma, and they would like nothing better to have them punt, hold them without a first down here, but this is the key play to do it on. Lancers have 2 timeouts left. Kidd from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right now, 1 comes in motion. They're going to run it, and Oliveras goes nowhere. A quick timeout called by St. Francis, and what they have wanted has come true. And they'll have a chance to go ahead and maybe try to get in field goal position. It'll be a 4th down and 2 out of the 28-yard line.
I don't understand that call, Paul. I would have run the clock out with something, and I wouldn't have let the punter punt.
Well, they needed to get a 1st down. Yeah, they probably should have maybe considered throwing the ball. They have not thrown a lot of passes, possibly because of the Lancer defense has been doing a great job. It'll be 4th and 2. Chieftains could gamble and go for it.
That's what I would do. You've only got 14 seconds left.
But the Lancers have one more timeout. They are going to punt it away.
Yeah, they're coming all the way.
Lancer's going to look possibly for a block. Andrighetto is deep to receive. He's right around midfield. Miguel Mendez, the kicker, has the snap, the punt. One of his better ones of the night. Good hang time. It's going to hit the field, but it's going to take a hop in favor of the Lancers. They're letting it roll, and they could have continued to let it roll and let the clock run down, but they stopped it. And they're going to put it at the 35-yard line. There's 3.2 seconds to go. I'm thinking that Palma could have just let that roll and run the clock out and gotten into halftime. This would be an extremely long field goal. It would be a 52-yard field goal attempt. There's no indication they're bringing the kick team out, and now they are. They're taking a look at possibly, let's see if they bring Fordham out. Fordham is on the field. They're going to try a long field goal, and this will be a 52-yarder. So the Lancers, maybe a good, Palma should have let the clock run out. They're going to have Fordham try a 52-yarder. This would be a heck of a kick in high school.
Boy, would it.
Snap, spot, the kick is up. The kick, it's got a chance. It is no good, just short.
Just a little bit low, just a little short.
The crowd thought he had it.
A little short.
But he missed it. And we are another look at it. See Fordham trying to get his legs, get legs. Oh,
he thought he
had it too.
He thought he had it. I thought he did too.
The officials waited long enough. I don't know why that official did not go ahead and make a call sooner. He was standing right there. He went for the dramatic pause and then he waved it off. And we are at halftime with St. Francis in the lead, 6-0.
I was at a fire department training and I had these shooting pains when they just shot right up into my temples. I went to Palo Alto Medical to follow up with my doctor. He found a heart murmur. It turned out to be an aortic aneurysm, which would have killed me had he not caught it. I don't really like going to the doctor, but I truly like going and seeing the guy. He's a great doctor and he saved my life.
Down. Just about on our way here for the second half as the Lancers will take the field and kick it away. To start the second half, Palma deep to receive are Dalton Davalis and Christopher Vargas. A 6-0 Lancer lead.
I'm anxious to see if Palma's going to open it up in the second half.
Their defense has been smothering.
Yes.
Kick is deep and into the end zone for a touchback. A great effort by Christopher Vargas not to try to catch it over his head without going into the end zone, but he couldn't come down with it. Cheating and looking at some of the stats that the Palma people are using. Palma had a total of 48 yards in the first half.
Oh, jeez.
28 running, 20 passing. The Lancers only had 91, but they had the short field a couple of times too. So Mitchell Kidd under center. Looks to pass. In trouble, throws out over the middle. It is caught out there. Nice arm there by Mitchell Kidd to get that out there into the flat.
I think he threw it to Vargas.
He did. That was Christopher Vargas.
He's all over the field. He's a good ball player.
Let her look at it here. And nice pass, just dropped it right in there to Vargas.
Right over the linebacker.
Pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be second down and 1 for Palma as they come out, and they're only down by 6. This is anybody's ball game. Well, it seemed that the Lancers dominated the first half. Palma is right here in this ball game. Quick pass is complete again to Vargas. Vargas is out to the 36-yard line where it'll be a first down. So the Chieftains moving the ball here on their opening drive of the second half. Palma with a long, storied history of success in football. Very solid program they have down there. Kidd under center again. 2 receivers left, 1 right. The give to Oliveras. Oliveras with some room. That's the best run of the night, I think, for him so far.
Yeah.
As he gets out over the 40-yard line, close to the 41. Pickup of 5. It'll be second down and 5. Another look at it. Good job, Brad. I thought Vargas was going to get more than that, and the Lancer defense clamped down on him pretty well. Stephen Deneen brought it down. We've got a player down on the side of the field for the Lancers. And an injury, and the doctor's coming out to check on him. So it looks like they're going to possibly get him up. No, they're going to check him. So we've got a break in the action. 11:34 to go here in the third quarter. 6-0, St. Francis. Fixing the camera during the timeout. We're hoping that Cameron Mazzaros is okay for St. Francis. He was the injured player. They took him off on a cart, unfortunately, working him his way over to the hospital, I'm sure. Fortunately, El Camino Hospital right nearby here. Kidd, quick pass out into the flat, and the receiver, number 5, Joshua Kaselica, loses his footing and slips down.
I think that was probably a good thing. He was going to get hit pretty hard and fall.
Yeah. Gets out to the 41-yard line. It'll be third down. Another look at it.
Yeah, he was getting ready to lower the boom on him before.
Third down, and I'm going to say 4. Almost 5. Kidd out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Oliveros behind him. Looks to his right. It's the only place he can look. Now he's in trouble. He looks to run. He looks for a block. He's going to try to get the first down. Lowers his shoulder. Reaches forward, and it's going to be close. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're spotting it just inside the 45-yard line. Another look at it. Look to go to his right. Took the hit and
made something out of nothing.
4th and 1, and they're going to punt it away as they were just short. Alexander Andrighetto deep to receive. Mendez to punt. See how Andrighetto was very short because there hasn't been a long punt yet. Now he has to back up on it. Waves for a fair catch. We'll let it roll. And it's going to take
a good Palma roll.
Yeah.
That's his best punt of the night.
Gets it down to the 19-yard line. I'd like to remind you that our sponsor tonight is the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, a Sutter Health affiliate. Palo Alto Medical Foundation. A fine foundation it is. First and 10 for St. Francis at their 19-yard line. Their first drive here of the second half. Ryan Johnson has him in the huddle and breaks it. They will come out in the I formation. Andrighetto is the tailback. Andrighetto looks to go to the left. Tries to get to the outside. Has some good room. Stays on his feet, but no, is knocked out of bounds. A great effort by Andrighetto. He did a lot of running to the side, picks up 13 yards. He ran about 35 to get the 13. Tries to bounce to the outside.
Nice move.
Boy, he almost broke that.
He just ran out of grass.
He ran out of grass. First and 10 on the 32-yard line. Hurtado is the up back for him now. Andrighetto looks a nice move again. Another nice move, and now he breaks free. He has a man to beat the 40, 35. They catch him from behind and throw him down at the 32, but Alexander Andrighetto picks up a chunk of yardage for the Lancers. Run of about 38 yards. Another look at it. What a move.
Broke a tackle. He's so good at following his blocks down that line. He just slides to sees the open, and then boom, he's gone.
Justin Nobita Lagrimas on the tackle for Palma. And it was a touchdown saving tackle. To give again to Andrighetto. He continues to fight for yardage. Still no whistle. And now they blow it dead. It's like a whirling dervish.
Well, he's a workhorse.
You know, I hate to compare him to anyone that ever played in the NFL, but he's almost got a Barry Sanders type of.
Yeah, or even Frank Gore.
Yeah.
You know, he stays low, stays low. Hard to find him.
Waits for the hole. He's a patient runner.
Yeah.
He sees the hole.
He looks for his blockers.
And then he accelerates. Great acceleration once he sees the hole. Second down and 7. Andrighetto again. Andrighetto with room to run. Breaks through the hole.
Makes a couple tackles.
Actually, it's not Andrighetto. My apologies. That's Landon Beatty. First time we've called Beatty's name tonight. And Beatty gets down to the 6-yard line. And Beatty showed some great speed. I was going to say, Andrighetto's in tremendous shape if he could still run that hard after that. But here's Beatty.
Breaks a tackle. Straight arms.
Nice run.
Nice run.
Wow. The Lancers are loaded with runners. And now Beatty comes out and Andrighetto comes back in. So first and goal at the 6-yard line for St. Francis. Andrighetto with the ball, has a big hole, accelerates towards the end zone, and he is stopped short. He'll get down around the 2. He had a big hole there. But the Chieftains did a nice job closing down on him, not letting him into the end zone. He picks up 3. It'll be second down and goal at the 3-yard line. Give to Andrighetto again, follows his blockers right into the end zone for the touchdown.
Very nice. Walk, we had his blockers right into the end zone.
Great blocking by the offensive line, and Andrighetto takes it in to make it a 12-0 lead, and now we'll have the extra point. Another look at it. Right into the end zone.
He walked right in behind his line.
Right now, it looks like the Lancers are going to go for 2. As I don't see their kicker out on the field, they bring Johnson back out to the huddle, and I think they're going for 2 here. And they are. Andrighetto in the backfield. Give to Andrighetto. He's swarmed over.
They stopped him.
And the Chieftains sniffed that one out right away. The conversion is no good. We've got a break in the action. 7:19 to go here in the third quarter. 12-0 St. Francis. There's the story of the game, 12-0. St. Francis in the lead. They will kick it off. Fordham out for the kick. Vargas and Davalos deep for the Chieftains. They have not been able to return a kick yet tonight as the Lancers, specifically Fordham. Patrick Fordham has put it into the end zone each time. This time, though, he hits a line drive squibbler that is picked up and fielded by Vargas. Vargas fights for some yardage and gets out close to the 20-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to put it right at the 20, so almost the same as a touchback. Same result, except he had to take a little punishment to get there.
Get there, yeah. I'm anxious to see. I think Palma's going to have to open up a little bit to stay with this game because I think their defensive line is getting a little tired.
Yeah, the Lancer offense is moving and one. And the Lancer defense has had chances to stand on the rest on the sideline and come in fresh.
They've got to get some. Palma's got to get some first downs here. Get their defense a rest.
Kidd under center. Two receivers to the right, Oliveros behind him. Fake to Oliveros, rolling to the right is Kidd. Kidd looking downfield. Pursuit coming to get him, and he is caught, tackled. No flag, as it looked like he kind of continued to tackle him outside and when he was out of bounds, but no flag. Let her look at it. Continues to run. You see the pursuit catching up with him, and then out of bounds he goes. That's a clean hit.
Yeah, I thought it was a clean hit. His receivers, when he's in trouble, need to get open.
They don't.
They got to move.
They're not good at breaking their routes to try to get themselves open. Kidd out of the shotgun. It's 2nd down and 10. Looks in trouble, sacked. Down he goes at the 10. No. The ball might have been loose. The Lancers say they have the ball. The official says no. He was throwing. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. I thought it was a sack. Yeah, and here's the replay. I thought it was a sack. Can't really see it here. Yeah, we can't see it from that angle. I think that was a very generous. If anything, it should be intentional grounding.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, who was he throwing it to? 3rd and 10. I think Greg Calcani was arguing that the officials and a timeout will be taken. I'm not sure who took it. It was Palma that took the timeout, but I'm sure Greg Calcani wants to discuss if it's not a sack, it should be intentional grounding. But we'll find out what happens. We've got a break in the action. 6:55 to go in the third quarter. 12-0 Lancers. Continue to work on our camera. So far, it's working. Palmer ready.
Is this the ref's first game too?
I don't know. Both teams are ready again. The official, I think, was still discussing with Coach Calcagno as to what happened on that last play. So a 3rd down and 10. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Oliveros behind, in trouble. Now he runs up the middle, and he's got some room. He's over the line of scrimmage. He's got to keep going, and he gets out over the 25-yard line out to the 27-yard line. And he's short of the first down. So Mitchell Kidd gave it his best shot, picked up 8. 4th down and 2. And the Lancers continue to throw a shutout. Another look at it. This Lancer defense is so quick. Deep to receive, Andregetti. Andregetti is short as any receiver I have ever seen, as he's only about 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. A blood fumble on the ball. And Andregetto was surrounded by Chieftains and didn't call for the fair catch, decided to take it. Now the officials are going to talk about it. The Lancers now are going to try to say, no, it's our ball, we didn't touch it. Another look. Oh boy, it sure looks like he touched it.
He touched it.
I don't know what they're discussing unless they're going to try to say that Andregetto did not touch.
They didn't give room to catch the ball.
Another look, they are going to give it to Palma. And Andregetto, I'm not sure why. If he's going to make the fair catch, they got to give him room to make the fair catch too. And now I think Coach Calcagno is going to argue that, but I don't see a wave of the hand.
Go up, and he touched it.
And if he did, it was too late.
It's a good break for Palma.
So Palma will set up shop at the Lancer 43-yard line. The Lancers have not given up a point yet on defense this year. They're now into their midway through the third quarter of their second game. So 6 quarters without giving up a point. But now Palma with great position. Throw for the underneath screen, caught and dragged down is number 6, Ryan Scarr. As the Lancers sniffed that out, I thought Oliveras going the opposite direction would drag some defenders with them, but
nobody bit.
They all stayed home. Another look, you'll see Oliveras go off to his right as if he's going to set up a screen that way. And then they went with the flanker screen, and Scarr is just swarmed over. It'll be a 2nd down and 10. The Lancer defense continues to step up to every challenge they've been given tonight.
2 receivers right, tight end and a receiver to the left. Single back,
Kid to Oliveras. Oliveras looking for room to run, drags a tackler with him, picks up some positive yardage down to the 40-yard line, just over the 40-yard line, down to the 39. 3rd and about 6. Another look at it. Good run.
I understand they continue to run to the short side of the field.
Good point. Yeah, he's kind of got limited options with that much field available to him. Same formation again for Palma. Looks out to the side and a good completion with a nice tackle by the Lancers. He broke free for a second, and then Alexander Carbonell came in for the tackle. It'll bring up a 4th down and 2 at the 35-yard line, and it looks like they will go for it. Well, they have to now. They're in Lancer territory. A big down
I like
here.
that play. They finally cleared out and got somebody
absolutely right
in that spot. They took the receiver, took the linebacker out there, and the tight end came right in.
Almost run it again to this side.
Yeah, I agree.
Kid from the shotgun, and now motion as Vargas goes over to the right. He'll be in the slot, and now Palma wants to take a timeout, and they take their 2nd timeout.
They got 9 men on the line.
As they need to know what they're going to do. This is a very big play for Palma. So we've got a break in the action. 3:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 12-0 St. Francis. So Palma comes out with a crucial play here in the 3rd quarter. The cheerleaders very silent. They know it's a big play in this ball game. Motion as Vargas comes over to the left. Big rush on, he throws, gets it away, it's blocked, and it'll be Lancer football. I almost thought that the Chieftains had moved again, but the Lancers brought the big rush. And there was nothing Mitchell Kidd could do.
No.
It was a jailbreak. Here's another look at it. Great job by the Lancer
He came in
defense.
untouched.
He did. He did.
Walk in the park for the defense.
So St. Francis, after turning the ball over on a muffed punt, holds solid. And they will now take over on offense at their own 35-yard line. So they're also blessed with good field position. The give to Hurtado. Hurtado straight arms one tackler. Another tackler kind of horse collars him, but not before he picks up close to 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. Another look at it. Stiff arm there. Tried another stiff arm, but
he runs pretty straight up, but he gets a lot of yards in those strides.
He's a strong kid.
Yeah.
2nd and 4.
I'd like to see him play a tight end.
He's a big kid.
Got a hands he's got. They got a ton of backs, boy.
They can rotate him in and out, can't they? And now a whistle and a timeout called by St. Francis. So we're breaking the action. 2:58 to go in the third. 12-0 Lancers. Chieftain cheerleaders with not much to cheer about at the moment. Trailing 12-0 here in the third quarter. Plenty of football left to play, but the Lancer defense has been stifling. Play action. Johnson now to his left. He's in trouble. He's going to try to come back. Now he's looking down.
Get rid of it.
Now he's in big trouble. Now he tries to makes a positive, and he does pick up some positive yardage.
I think he got some positive yardage. You're right. I thought he was done.
We'll see where they spotted. Maybe not. He might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Another look. There he goes. I'm going to go this way. I better come back this way. It's like a Three Stooges routine.
Well, right there, I thought he was burnt toast.
Me too. He did a good job getting back. He did lose a little bit. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now. But he did a good job trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. See if the Lancers run it here. 2 receivers to the right. They give to Andrighetto. Great block behind Andrighetto to spring him, and now he's got some room to run. And he's got the first down as he gets into Chieftain territory.
He's not getting up.
Down to the 44-yard line.
He's all right.
He was taking a little rest after the run there, but there was a great block behind him as the pursuit was coming. And I'm not sure who it was that stepped out. And here's another look at him. You'll see a block behind him right there. Might have been a Chieftain getting in the way of another Chieftain, but Andrighetto took full advantage of that.
He's been a workhorse tonight.
Beatty is now the running back, and whistles blow as Beatty was going to take a pitch and go to the left. See what the penalty flag is all about. It's like it's going to be against the Lancers for a procedure call that will back it up 5 yards and make it a 1st down and 15.
5-yard loss, bringing 1st and 15 for the Lancers from the Chieftain 49-yard line.
I didn't see what the call was, Paul.
It was illegal procedure, yeah. Yeah, it was movement. I'm not sure who moved, but just heard the stats from the other announcers here. Andrighetto has 147 yards rushing. Beatty now with the run. Gets some of that penalty yardage back, but doesn't get back to the original line. Picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 13. Once again, like to remind you and also thank the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, a Sutter Health affiliate, for sponsoring our game here tonight. Palo Alto Medical Foundation, a Sutter Health affiliate. Johnson under center. Fake to Andrighetto. Throw into the flat and incomplete.
Nice pass.
It was a good pass. It was low. It wasn't going to be intercepted, but Trillian Hebert unable to hang on to it. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 13. Lancers break the huddle. Their standard formation. Hurtado is the up back. Andrighetto the tailback. Looks to throw, looks downfield, patting down, lobs it to Andrighetto and just tipped out of the way at the last second. A great tip there by Christopher Vargas.
We've been calling his name a lot the whole game. He goes both ways.
Another look at it, Carp. Johnson just looking for somebody to go to. And boy, he doesn't get that. Andrighetto has the 1st down and more. So the Lancers will punt it away. Trillian Hebert is the punter. He's also a receiver on the team, so he's a good runner. I don't think we would see a fake here, but he's got to be a pretty good runner for them also.
This is his 2nd punt of the game, I think.
Yeah. Christopher Vargas is deep. Hebert will punt it. He's lined up on their own 40. A high snap. He goes back and gets it. Shows some athleticism. And a punt, and it's fielded by Vargas. Vargas breaks a tackle and pushes forward for some positive yardage. That was a gutsy move by Vargas to field that punt, but it worked out for him. He got the ball out to the 25-yard line. Another look at it. Good athleticism by Hebert to start the play.
Yeah.
And then Vargas with that courageous catch. And then just stumbled up, wanted to get more yardage, but got what he could and got out to the 24-yard line. Kid will come out of the shotgun. Oliveris with the run and nowhere to go. And he lost yardage on the play. That swarming Lancer defense. A loss of 2. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Should be the last play of the quarter. Once it's an incomplete pass. Kid to pass, looking downfield. There's a flag down, looked like it was a hold as he came down the screen. The pass is away, and it is
completed on about.
It was completed.
Yeah, Kid did a nice job keeping his feet in bounds.
It's at the 28-yard line, but there was a penalty before we break at the end of the quarter. It's going to be a holding call against Palma, as we saw that as the play started. It was right as the rush came in. I believe it was Deneen that was coming in, and you saw him suddenly break stride as if he had been held. So the penalty, we just want to make sure they do call the end of the quarter. I doubt they're going to put any time back on the clock. The Lancers will take the penalty. So no one has signaled the quarter is over. There's no time on the clock. They're going to back it up, and they will put it at the 8-yard line on the holding call. Now they want them to run it, but they're running the clock down there. They have one play. This will be the last play of the quarter. So 2nd down and a whole bunch. 2nd and 22. Kid back now, the draw to Oliveris. Oliveris with some yardage. Tries to break away from some runners. Does a good job getting back out over the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. It'll be spotted at the 22-yard line, and that, another look at it before we break away. Good run there by Oliveras.
Yeah, very good run.
He picked up some great yardage.
Offensive line held their blocks.
To end of the third quarter of play. We're on the way to the fourth quarter, 12-0, St. Francis. Palma comes out to the ball. It'll be a 3rd down and 12 as they have the ball at the 22-yard line. Kid has it, looks for the option, dishes off to Oliveras. Oliveras swarmed
Nothing
over,
there.
nothing, and they lost yardage on the play. Maybe not. Maybe they got it back to the line of scrimmage. But the Lancer defense, again, being extremely stingy. I'm going to look at it. So a punting situation. The Lancers
When you
will
run
get.
that, when you run that option, you want to make that pitch almost at the almost lateral.
Lancers have nobody
far
deep to
behind.
receive. No one deep to receive. They were expecting a fake, and as I think they guessed right. I think they were anticipating a fake. The Lancers let the ball roll, and they will take over on the 34-yard line. Their own 34. The Lancers had nobody deep, going ahead and defending against any kind of a fake. And to be honest with you, from the start of that punt, it almost looked like Mendez was
thinking about it.
going to fake it. Yeah. But they had nobody deep on the punt. And maybe they figured they're not going to fair catch in a group of players and possibly turn it over. They figured just let it roll because he doesn't punt it very deep anyway. And they have great position at their 34-yard line. The give to Andrew Ghetto. He gets out to the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 with a flag. It's at the end of the play. We'll see what it's all about. Face mask. Yeah, it's a face mask penalty against Palma. So they will mark it off. Landon Beatty has come in at the moment to replace Andrew Ghetto. This is going to move down into
This was the big one.
Chieftain territory. That was the big face mask penalty. And gets the ball down to the 46-yard line. To give to Beatty. Beatty carries a tackler with him, picks up about 5 yards. Gets down close to the 42-yard line.
I'm real impressed with these running backs at St. Francis.
Yeah.
They just plug somebody in, never miss a beat.
There's actually a pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. You're absolutely right, Jim. I mean, they just come in and they're not afraid. They showed over. They just run hard.
They run the same play,
Yeah.
different back.
Just try to stop us.
Yeah,
Good old-fashioned football.
it is.
The give again to
There he
Beatty.
goes,
Beatty
there
tries
he
to break
goes.
to the outside. He's got some room. He gets down inside the 30. They're actually going to spot it at the 30-yard line.
That's a great personal effort.
That really was. Another look at this great run.
He just kept pushing.
He wasn't going to give up. He said, no, I'm going to keep going. Look at him lower the
Off
shoulder.
the shoulder.
Man, that's your kind of runner, Carp.
Boy, that is.
Landon Beatty. Beatty will stay in as the tailback. Give to Beatty again.
There
Beatty
he
again
goes.
with a hole.
Break
Beatty
it
with
loose.
a man to beat. He
He's
continues to
carried
fight. He
into the-
continues to fight
What
for
a
yardage.
play.
He gets down to the 2-yard line. Landon Beatty refusing to give up on the play. Carried a couple of tacklers with him for an extra 3 or 4 yards. Another look at it. Take it from here, Carp.
Look at him go. He just keeps going. Breaks the tackle. He's carrying two guys, all the way down to the 2-yard line.
They're going to mark it at the 3. I thought he'd gotten down
Oh,
to the
they
2
marked
also.
it's a bad mark. It's a 2. It's the 2. Come on, ref. You can't give him the 2-yard line. My Lord.
Love it.
Works out hard. You cheat him out of a yard.
Now they're leaving Beatty in, though, and they're going to give to Beatty. Beatty, oh, a sidestep. Now
He's
tries
still
to carry.
carrying guys. He got
Lost
to
a
the
yard.
2-yard. He got to the 2-yard
Lost
line.
a yard on that one. He's back to the 4. Another look. Tried to scoot it to the outside, but a good job by the Chieftains to hang in there and not give up on the backside. They stayed home, and there was no place for Beatty to go. 8 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the ball game. Andrighetto is back in now for the Lancers. The give to Andrighetto. Andrighetto plows straight ahead and is close to the goal line, but stopped around the 1-yard line. Third down and 1 for St. Francis. At the 1-yard line. And the Lancers content to run clock and take their time on this scoring drive. Greg Calcagna doing exactly what his dad used to do 20 years ago. That is run the clock and take your time. Give to Andrighetto, and he is in for the touchdown. 18-0 St. Francis. Fordham comes out for the extra point. They will kick here with an 18-point lead. Another look at it.
That was just sheer willpower.
Yeah.
He doubled over, killed that ball with both hands. They weren't going to stop him.
Never knocked him off his feet. High snap, but it's spotted down. And the kick is away and good. And a break in the action. Exactly 8 minutes to go in this ball game. It is a 19-0 St. Francis lead.
There it is.
Sean O'Malley there in your picture right now.
The great
There
Sean
they
O'Malley.
are. That is a Sean O'Malley standing up there with all of his friends. His dad's down there. The kick is away, and it goes deep into the end zone. There was nothing that Christopher Vargas could do about that one. Sean O'Malley played football here at St. Francis.
Have you seen his house? It is, the landscaping on that house is beautiful.
Palo Alto Medical Foundation, a Sutter Health affiliate, our sponsor here tonight, and our thanks to them as always. Palma will set up first and 10 at the 20. You must have had something to do with the...
No, actually...
Oh, all right.
He did all the work. I just take the credit.
Okay, all right. So you are taking credit for his...
No, his house came out beautiful. He's a hard worker.
Yeah. Mitchell Kidd out of the shotgun formation against this Lancer defense that has not given up a point yet this year. Over the middle, picked off by the Lancers. Going the other way and dragged down from behind. Riley Quinn with the interception. A great play by Quinn.
I don't think Kidd saw him.
Well, he hit him right in stride. Another look at it.
He stepped in front of him. Nice play.
And not many people are aware of this. I mean, Riley Quinn, a great kid, but Riley Quinn actually only has his left arm. He has half of his left arm. And he steps in and intercepts that one-handed. Great athlete, Riley Quinn. Run by Andrighetto. And Andrighetto is snuffed and brought down at the 20. Pickup of a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 8. Riley Quinn, a very good athlete. I saw him play basketball last year, too. He's a great basketball player. Just a good athlete. So the Lancers, as it was with the father, it is with the son. They will run the clock and not give you the opportunity to get back on the field. The give. Hurtado tries to get to the outside. A flag is down. We'll see what that's all about. As Hurtado is dropped maybe at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it is going to be against Palma. I'm confused as to where they're spotting the ball. It is a face mask call. It's going to be from the spot of the penalty. So he had gotten to the 20, and now they'll march it off. Should be half the distance. Only a 5-yard penalty, so it wasn't a mortal sin. It was just a venial sin between these two Catholic schools. So second down and 3, we'll say. Long 2. Hurtado is still the tailback, but it's a give to the up back. We have not seen that very often today. That's John Caceres, I believe. No, I'm sorry, it's number 28. Number 28 is Cole Cassidy. Another look. Starting to call some names now that we have not called tonight.
Yeah.
Cassidy in the game.
Nothing there.
So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Lancers. Clock continues to run. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Hurtado is the tailback. Cassidy the up back. Give to Hurtado. Hurtado lowers the shoulder and fights forward and may have the first down. It's going to be close. And they may measure it. First measurement we've had tonight.
Yeah.
Ball spotted between the 12 and 13, and now no measurement. They call it a first down. The official just wanted to have a chance to eyeball it, and it's a first down for St. Francis. Lancers will wait for it. This is where we'll see if they're truly running like Galcani, to see how long they run the clock now as they get up to the line of scrimmage. Johnson under center, and he doesn't appear to give you want to wait. Hurtado with the ball. Hurtado fights forward.
Fights forward, boy.
Inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 7. Pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Another look at it. Ryan Johnson will come back out. It almost looked like Coach Greg Calcagno looked at him and said, hey, look at me before you snap the ball, because I think he did want him to run some additional clock. Now he does look over to his coach to make sure he's looking at him as to when to snap it. Johnson under 7. Give to Hurtado. Hurtado is on his way to the end zone, but is stopped during that saunter down around the 1-yard line.
Boy, it looked like he could drive a truck through that hole.
Yeah, I thought he was going to make it all the way in. Hurtado picks up another first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Clock runs. The Lancers continue to take their time. They give to Hurtado, and Hurtado forces his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a 25-0 Lancer lead. Patrick Fordham for the extra point. Another look at it as Hurtado takes it in.
He's a big back to run, try to stop.
Snap, spot, kick is up. The kick is good, and with 4:35 to go in the game, it is a 26-0 St. Francis lead.
You know,
Patrick Fordham out to kick it off for the Lancers. With the exception of one kick, he has put it into the end zone every time tonight.
What year is he, Paul?
Fordham is a senior. High end over end kick into the end zone for the automatic touchback.
But there's the college looking at him. He's got a good foot.
He does have a good foot. So Palma will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Welcome back to St. Francis High School.
This game has actually been played tighter than the score reflects.
Yeah, I agree. Palma has nothing to hang their heads
Palma
about.
played their offense just never got on track. That defense is pretty solid.
That is. I mean, considering
St. Francis just has so many weapons.
They've played Oak Grove and now Palma,
Yeah.
and they have not given up a point to either one of these two teams that have a strong history of good football programs. Oh, and taken down in the backfield. It's like a come-to-Papa tackle for the Lancers by number 80, Joseph Mahanovic. Another look at it. So you'll see he'll be greeted with open arms.
And that's not in my house tackle.
Yeah. Journey sang about that. Ba-dum-bum. Kid out of the shotgun.
Manuelis, the tight end, he'll set to the right side. One receiver each side. Shotgun snap for Kid.
Go to the middle.
Straight up the middle.
That was number
O'Hara on the carry. 5'11", 106.
Estrada Haro. Kevin Estrada Haro. First time we've called his name tonight. And Estrada Haro is a good gain here. Another look at it.
Yeah.
Good hole and a good pickup. He gets out to the 25-yard line. It'll be a third down and 5. Give to Estrada Haro again. He's hit and he gets out over the 28, almost to the 29, where it'll be 4th down for Palma in a probable punting situation here. Again, the Lancers will send no one deep, at least not at the moment. 4th and 1. Punt is away. It's a high spiral that will take a Chieftain hop. And it will continue to roll. They'll let it roll. As it'll get down to around the 25-yard line where the Lancers will come up with 2:14 to play. And the Lancers will just look to run the clock out here. Palma has 1 timeout remaining. So the Lancers with 1 first down could end this ball game. Ball is whistled in and Ryan Johnson joins the huddle to make the play call. Johnson under center. Actually, Nolan Barber was the quarterback. My apologies. He has come in as late in the game. The runner was number 29, Wyatt Johnson. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to run. Barber under center. The give up the middle. That was Wellington Marr on the carry. Marr picks up a couple of yards.
Are they
It'll be-
related to the Giants? Wellington?
Do not know. I would guess yes, only because of the name.
Yeah.
Could be related. 3rd down and 5, 1:05 to go in the ball game. Lancers content to run the clock. Lancers break the huddle, 45 seconds to go in the game.
Barber will step under center. Tight end to the right side and pro formation high backs. He'll give it to the right side and
Give again. Cassidy was the carrier that time. No gain on the play. It will be 4th down and 5. The Lancers continue to they just whistled it in. The Lancers do not have to punt it. They can run the clock out here. And that is exactly what they're going to do as both teams prepare to come across the field and meet at midfield and shake hands. And this ball game is over as the Lancers come away with a home opening 26-0 victory over the Palma Chieftains and a successful homecoming for Greg Calcagno, son of Ron Calcagno. Greg Calcagno with a 2-0 start in his head coaching career here at St. Francis. We'd like to thank our producer-director, Bobby Chastain, our camera crew of Charlene Meacham, Renee Mendoza, Brian Craker, Joe Eichholtz, Karen Solheim, and Bill Snow. Special thanks to St. Francis High School for allowing us to bring you this game. Joe Schramm for sending us the stats for before the game. For all of us here at KMVT, for my compadre, Jim Carpinetti, I am Paul Cunningham. We'll see you next time.